My name is Ramy Al Asheq. I am a poet and journalist from Syria. I am Palestinian Syrian. I arrived to Germany 2014 in November with the Heinrich Böll Stiftung with a grant for writers, and since December 2015 I started the first Arabic newspaper. It was from refugees to refugees, and now it's from local and refugees to local and refugees. So the idea we were talking now in the Congress about the integration, we did it in the newspaper, and we integrated German audience and also German writers and journalists into this newspaper. So we have it now in 2 languages and 2 audiences. Since I started discover my new environment in Germany in the end of 2014, I realized that there is a lot of stereotype against the Arab or against the German from the Arabs, from both society. So I was thinking to make a website in 2 languages to have it as a bridge between the society, but I couldn't find funding at that time. And then New German Media, my publisher, contacted me to have the newspaper printed in Arabic. So here I mixed the 2 languages, the 2 ideas, like the website and the newspaper, and we made it in 2 languages, and we started doing that. It was like mixed. Sometimes there was a lot of positive feedback, like this is an amazing project, it helps integration, it gives the people feeling that they are at home, they could read in their own language, and so on. But on the other hand, we have some feedback saying if you are making an Arabic newspaper, how the people could be integrated. But I mean, for me, this is it's not a question, because even if I speak fluently German, I prefer to read in my own language. So this is not related to each other. I prefer to read. I speak English like what I'm speaking to you, but when I read literature or newspaper or whatever, I read in my own language, my mother language. But it was good because we need to have this kind of debate. We need to have a dialogue. We need to understand each other. I need to know your argument, and I need to have another one against it. Without that, everyone will talk to himself and will not have any reason. It's like any project, it developed. So we started with 16 writers from Syria and Palestine, and now we are 50. So there is like 4 times more, and we realized from the second issue that it doesn't make sense to still talking to yourself, as I said before. So we need to have a German audience, we need to have a German writers to tell us their own narrative, their own way of speaking, what do they think about us, what we think about them. So it's like this, to have this kind of dialogue, and we are discussing this kind of term, integration, refugee, flüchtling, all this kind of, I don't know how to say it, controversial terms, if you could say that. And we have a good result because we have this kind of debate, and also our German readers, we are also readable by media from Germany, and they quote what we write and they republish it on their own website. So our ideas are going to be more and more, and somehow it's like really, really deep debate, not like a group of refugees talking about German or a group of Germans talking about refugee. It's something different. Well, if they don't have a place for the other people, if they only want to integrate journalists, if you are talking about media in this way, like to integrate a journalist from refugee background into their own magazine or newspaper, if they are not using them as journalists, this is not integration. If they want to use them only like to tell you our story, tell us how you arrived to Germany, or tell us what the problem you have, this is not journalism. If you want to integrate people, you should consider their own profession. You should respect what the experience they have. So otherwise you're not. I think the integration is a needed. It's not only discussion, but it's not an offer. I mean, it's not an offer from people who have they own the money and the government and the power and say, okay, we offer for refugees how to be integrated. Integrated should be from both society, and it's a needed. It's a needed to live together, to understand each other and to respect each other. Otherwise, we cannot live together with each other.